Okay, we are live, and I think Northern Superchargers players, staff, and all the fans are quite supercharged right now because they are the champions. They have named the champions of this year's Women's 100 tournament as they have defeated Southern Brave. We will definitely discuss about what happened in the match, but I think first we have to talk about Nicola Carey. I think the player was not even in this tournament. Suddenly, Georgia Wareham got injured, and as a replacement, she has come. And then the knock she has played, and definitely today, I think the knock she has played and won this game, I think superb. Trishadi, how do you enjoy the final? I think ultimately it turned out to be a very easy final for Northern Superchargers, the way they bowled and then the sensible way they chased it down. But how did you see that, especially Nicola Caddy, the composure that she showed under pressure?
I mean, see, there are a few things where I thought today Southern Brave captaincy was also pretty poor. But in general, I think, yes, Nicola Carey kind of proved the importance of experience in those crunch situations. Because when Phoebe Litchfield got out, it was still some amount of work to do. Also, change the angle of your TV every second. Again, you have started turning this side.
No, no, no.
Which match is going on? US Open is on. Shit, it's a Schwantek match, no?
Yes, one thing. And no, I think on my TV it is Liverpool versus Arsenal.
Reminds me of Arsalan.
That is very, we both very fond of that thing.
Exactly. We are both very fond of that. But no, sorry. Getting back to the point, I think, yeah, it showed the maturity that Nicola Carey has, and something that we have been speaking about from the moment. I think Nicola Carey has been in the team. Has been brought in the team in place of um, Georgia Wareham, that she has an extremely matured head in her on her shoulders, and she showed that today. At any point, something or the other could have gone wrong, and uh, had Sutherland or Nicola Carey got
Mhm.
out, um, the match would have been could have got a little tighter. But I think well done to both of them. But also there was a bit of luck. Annabelle Sutherland was out. Even Nicola Carey was out. They did not go for the review. Think of that, back
Yes,
to back
absolutely.
wickets of
I
Litchfield and Carey.
hmm.
The match would have turned on its head.
Exactly. Things could have been totally different. Absolutely. But I think when you went on to win something big like a tournament, I think some luck you needed. I think that is what was in their favor. But Trishadi, throughout the tournament, I can remember, at the start of this tournament, we got some questions from our viewers that why no England captains that much in this tournament despite having so much England and all, why Australian cricketers are getting favored in every such of news. Suppose WPL also we are seeing Australian captains here also. I think today was the prime example. Two Australian did it for their team under pressure, and the player of the series also is an Australian, Phoebe Litchfield, who was not in the form coming to this tournament. So
Absolutely.
I think the answer is given that why Australians are getting preferred.
Absolutely. I think, sorry. Um, just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. There are so many questions that come to me from from my office people as well, that at times, but anyway, getting back to the point, yes, I think under pressure in the crunch moments, which is what we keep talking about, big moments, crunch moments. Sophie Devine didn't do anything. Laura Woolworth also got out in the crucial junction. And if you to be very honest, look at look at the Northern Superchargers batting lineup as well. The England batters did not actually manage to do a lot. It was completely an Australian dominance all the way. So I think
Absolutely.
that is in fact, had it been an Australian captain, they would have taken the review for Nicola Carey. I mean, think of this. It is Nicola Carey is your important wicket at that point. What
Yes.
can go wrong, you might lose the review. You will anyway lose the match because the runs and ball difference isn't there at all. So I think, you know, it's how you handle pressure and still stay in the present moment and not go too far thinking. um, the captain must have thought that what if we need it in the future. You can't go and
Mm.
think, oh, what if we need it, because to be very honest, they did not need the review again. So they had to be careful. And also the way the batters were getting out of Southern Brave, I'm saying. uh, Apart from Freya Camp, nobody not only made any contribution, they could not even stay with
Mm.
Freya Camp. When Litchfield was batting, uh, you know uh, this side Carey was batting or Sutherland. I'm confused. Wait, let me check. When Litchfield was batting, I think it
I
was
think Sutherland.
Sutherland. Yeah,
I think
even I think
Sutherland.
it was Sutherland. Yeah. So when Litchfield was going all guns blazing, even when Nicola Carey was playing this huge role, Sutherland was just maneuvering the ball, and she was looking
Mm.
for absolutely poor deliveries to put them away. That's maturity, because both striker and non-striker do not need to go for big shots for no apparent reason. And like this maturity needed to be there when Freya Camp was batting. All Sophie Devine needed to do, because Sophie Devine wasn't getting that touch time,
Mm.
so Sophie Devine needed to stay there, because that is a pressure on the opponent as well, that Sophie Devine is still there. She can hit two more sixes. If
Yes.
Maddie de Villiers can, why can't Sophie Devine? So Sophie Devine had
Yes.
to wait, because last there would have been 10 balls of Nicola Carey, and you could have utilized that, but you did not. And you tried playing that shot in a slow wicket. So I think, as you said, it's ultimately it boils down to who can stand up under pressure.
Yes, absolutely. Not a very good but pre-birthday gift for Sophie Divine. The birthday gift is ruined as of now. But Tushadi, as you mentioned, that the batters like Sophie Divine was a bit struggling, when it comes to timing the ball, and we both were discussing during the match also. Did you think the pitch acted a bit slowish, and in that case, it was a very good call to bowl fast after winning the toss from Northern Superchargers?
Yes, I think I stand corrected, because I was not really confident about the call. But
Mm.
seeing the pitch, I think they did a fab job of first winning the toss, because it was an
Mm.
important toss to
Yes.
win. And then, of course, winning the toss is one part, but executing is more important. And
Mm.
I think all the Northern Superchargers bowlers were very good. Also, the wind played a factor or something. I don't know why was Sophie Devine bowling that wide. In fact, the other, I think Northern Superchargers, we have to check if they have given extras, because Southern Brave has given a number of extras. See, these things matter, because
Northern Superchargers
Northern
gave only
has given one
five
wide.
extras.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then look at, it's not about five extras, Nehashish. It is about wides,
White.
because when
Yes.
you give leg buys and buys, the
Yes.
ball
Yes.
is counted as a legal delivery.
Mm. Mm.
They gave
Mm.
one wide, so one extra ball. Here you
Exactly.
anyway have less number of runs. You have given six extra balls. So
Yes.
I think overall, they could have been much better, but they chose one game to play average cricket, and that was the final.
Yes, law of average got them, and it is exact. The same thing that we were discussing last day, yesterday only. That who knows, maybe the same kind of India men's campaign in 2023 home ODI World Cup. Tremendous quality of cricket throughout that till that final, but unfortunately the off day comes in the final only. But Trishadi, today obviously we have to talk about Kate Cross versus Lauren Bell. Kate Cross won the battle out and out, the way she bowled, and that delivery to outclass Laura Olvert. Fast ball, slower delivery, superb.
Yeah, I think you could see on Kate Cross's face, it was almost like,
Mm.
uh, what, I'm here to stay. It's not like I'm not good enough. So
Mm.
when she got, see, more than I think Maya Bhushan, no disrespect meant to her, of course, but Laura Woolford is tenfolds better batter than Maya. So I think that wicket and the way the ball swung in,
Mm.
and Woolward played the worst shot probably of the 100 that she has played, and she chose the final to do it. Now that questions her South African genes, probably, that choking under pressure, because there was absolutely no need for her to play that shot.
Yes.
And you could see it on her face after she has played that shot. She was like, Ye kya kar diya maine bhai? Of course, she didn't think in Hindi, I'm hoping. But yeah. ये क्या कर दिया मैंने but no, to be
Yes,
very
yes.
honest, I think yeah, what did she think, what was she playing, because even if she was trying to flick the ball, there was a gap between bat and bat. So I think even if she chose the correct shot, to be honest, I did think she chose the correct shot. I just think that she did
I
not
think
understand how much the ball will
yes.
move in.
I think she misjudged the length maybe or misjudged the pace maybe. I think she thought okay the ball will hurry somehow onto her bat, but somehow it came lately and it swung also, but somehow it happened. So unfortunately for her that in a crucial final it happened, and I think considering the slowishness of this track, I think she was the best batter in that lineup to help that team to cross that 140 run mark, because in this track 140 would have been a great total for the bowlers to defend.
Winning total, of course.
Yeah, winning total. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Anything more to discuss on the match? Okay, Tushadi, Phoebe Litchfield, we have to talk about her. I think she didn't start the tournament that well, but again, as the tournament progressed, she showed how good she can be, and we all know how different kind of shots she has. Be it in the leg side, be it on the off side, straight to the boundary, and doing under pressure. I think that is the main thing. In a final, in a knockout game. So how do you say that? Concerning thing ahead of the World Cup.
Oh yes, absolutely. And the way she's hitting those, switch hits is something very very worrying. Today also she executed a very good shot, switch hit.
Yes.
And it was all the way down the, like, all the way on the ground. It wasn't even
Mm.
a lofted one. So yeah, it's not good signs. Forget about the World Cup. Let's start with the series
Oh
with the series
yes,
with Australia.
the series is there
Grace
also.
had in form. Beth Mooney has had inconsistent runs with Manchester. You have Phoebe Litchfield, who has just won the Player of the Series. Um, let's not have the Australia series, maybe.
Yes. Let's keep it straight. Go to the warm up and let's play the World Cup straight, and then see what happens.
Yes, because ultimately, what we are doing by playing the Australia series is giving the Australians, the home condition feel. So don't give them the
Yes.
feel.
Yes. Okay. There are so many comments. Let's take one by one. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Sports fans saying what is on his television. On mine, it is Shikwi versus Viti. Sorry for the pronunciation. Viti Sun. I think some tennis match is
Uh,
going on. I think. Yeah. So
yeah,
yes.
but I'm trying to search for when is
Perfect.
Swantek's match? Can somebody tell me, guys? When is
Okay.
Swantek's match today? Oh, Swantek. No, Swantek will be playing what? Wait, I'm confused.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. Next comment. Tunisha saying Phoebe Litchfield is such a class and iconic women cricketer. Oh my God.
Oh, sorry, guys, for the false message. Like false messaging is would be wrong. False schedule information. Swantek's match is not today. It's tomorrow 8:30 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. Snehashish,
Okay,
what was your question?
Tunisa saying Phoebe Litchfield is such a class and iconic women cricketer.
आइकॉनिक अभी तक हुई नहीं है क्लास तो
हाँ,
यस शी इज एन
class.
एब्सोल्यूट क्लास
Okay.
act. She has all the potentials of becoming an iconic women cricketer, one who will be spoken about for ages, but abhi tak we have not reached there.
Yes. Okay, Tunisia
I
again.
think
Will
UK
Georgia
has
Wareham?
UK's uh, badminton championship.
Okay, okay, badminton champion. Okay, okay. Okay, Tunisia, will Georgia Wareham play in Women World Cup? I think it
Uh,
is looking very tough.
yeah, I don't think Wareham will play, but I will be interested in seeing if Sophie Molyneux comes back.
Will
Because my only thing is,
will Australia also recall Nicola Carey?
I don't think so, but because they don't need to.
Yes.
They of course have Jess Jonathan if they want to, but the fact that they did not give Jonathan a contract might be telling me that Molyneux is fit enough to probably play in the World Cup.
Hmm. यस ओके स्पोर्ट्स फैन सिंह थोड़ा सा वन साइडेड हो गया क्या मैच यार ऑस्ट्रेलिया के पास कितने सारे बढ़िया प्लेयर्स है निकोला कैरी को उनके स्क्वाड के पास भी नहीं भटकती फिर भी कितना
Well
अच्छा
said,
खेल रही थी ये।
well said. और यही याद रखिएगा जब आप इंडिया इंडिया को उनसे खेलते हुए देखेंगे.
Yes. Okay. Tunisia saying Annabelle Sutherland played according to the situation. Absolutely. Second fiddle role, and that is what needed.
Yeah, I think Annabelle Sutherland as a cricketer is matured beyond her own age, and she is in fact a captain to look out for. I would
Yes.
actually say, I don't know if she's a captain material. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure she will eventually become the captain because I don't see Talia Magra performing with the bat. She's a little too predictable with those offside shots. Whereas Annabelle Sutherland brings in bowling, batting, and do not forget she can change a match with her fielding. So, yeah,
Yes. Okay. Shumit Sharma has an interesting question for you, Trishadi. Hello,
yeah.
Trishadi. What is your go-to Starbucks order, and are you a coffee or tea person? Now, this is what you are missing in this live shows till now, and finally, we have got it on the in the final of the women's handball.
I am absolutely a coffee person. I don't drink
Yes,
tea at all. This is something that Snehashish only could have answered.
yes, yes.
Order in Starbucks. So this is what happens to me the moment I enter Starbucks, which is near my house. I don't even need to order. They just ask me how am I gonna pay. That's because everyone knows I just have one order. It's velvet vanilla latte, and that too grande or venti. I don't drink
Yes.
smaller size.
Okay, I think Shumit Sharma, you will be happy now by the answer. Let us know. Okay.
You should try also. If you try velvet vanilla latte, come back and tell me if you like it.
Okay, okay, okay. But
Not
that
you, Snehashish. I'm talking about Sumit.
okay, okay, okay. Yes, yes, yes. Please, please, Shumit Sharma, try
You
that.
can try from
Okay.
you can try from my coffee only. Office mein when I
Done,
order,
done.
just try.
Yes. Okay.
Because by the way,
Rohini.
in my office, most of these people, let me tell you, since हम जब भटक ही गए हैं coffee
Yeah.
story में, let us go only. So I also have this. Since I love coffee, I have different kinds of coffee at home,
Yes.
and these people, when they come to my house for some work, most of them don't drink coffee. But there are our producers our editors whose name you have heard a number of times. Shopnil, Novonil, especially Shopnil. He drinks coffee, and I remember he always tries to match the amount of. By the way, I drink very strong black coffee, right? Velvet vanilla latte is something when I drink at the coffee shop. That's the order basically. But I remember I had treated Shopnil to one of my coffee collections, and he said he did not get sleep till 4 or 5 a.m. So,
Yes.
you know.
Okay. Next comment, Rohini Pushparaj.
Hmm.
Saying Trishadi, it's regarding Indian women. When we are
Hmm.
batting fast, we try to score 300 plus. When comes to defend those score, we also considering 300 plus. Is that an issue with us not able to pick up wickets regularly?
Yeah, Rohini, you see, the issue is basically the bowling lineup. The bowling lineup is not only inexperienced, I would say to some extent more than inexperience. The problem with the bowling lineup is the fact that you know you don't have a out and out pacer. You don't have variation, too much variation when it comes to spin, because Deepti is an off spinner, Sneha Rana is an off spinner, and then you have a Sri Charani who's a proper conventional left arm spinner. But
Hmm.
probably a leg spinner in the lineup could have helped. One off spinner, one leg spinner, one left arm spinner maybe could have helped. And the injuries, if you look at the injuries, our batters are not injured. Our bowlers are continuously getting injured.
Hmm.
Acha Shobna, Shriyanka Patil, Pooja Vastrakar, Renuka Singh, Aman Jodh, people who have been injured in the recent past are all bowlers, and bowlers who are going to give you 10 overs. So we do not have wicket taking bowlers. And unfortunately, I am not seeing the bench strength, especially when it comes to pacers. They still lack pacers. So I think that's one huge issue. And to be very honest, Rohini, if the Indian pitches are flat ones, I am actually I'm very worried, and I don't think Indian bowlers can get a lot of wickets in that in flat pitches. We
Yes.
need a little bit of assistance.
Yes. Okay. Shumit Sharma has come up with a comment. I think Trishadi will become sad after hearing this. Southern
What?
Brave pulled off a Delhi Capitals unbeatable till the final and unbeatable in the final.
But there is one thing, what I found interesting is, and the only solace that I found, that Lisa from Delhi Capitals is
Yes.
actually Northern Superchargers, and Northern Superchargers won. So I'm taking solace in whatever
Yes.
positivity I get.
Yes. Okay. Shumit Sharma asking if DC can retain one player between Sutherland and Cap, who would it be? Madison Cap.
There you go. I
Yes.
don't think they are going to discuss cap with anyone. They
Yes.
will say manage in a cap, साइड में रख दो, शफाली वर्मा साइड में रख दो, जेमिमा रोड्रिगेज साइड में रख दो. अब बताओ क्या रिटेन कर सकते हैं बाकी.
Yes. Okay, Shumit Sharma laughed that accent. ये क्या कर दिया मैंने? Laura will be
Okay.
thinking. Okay. Yes, sports fan, it's badminton final world championship. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Oja Asit Thapa, why Jonathan is suddenly out of contention? It's not suddenly. I think it's for last 2 years. I think 1 or 2 years. I think
कुछ
the
कंट्रोवर्शियल
situation.
बोल दूं. बताओ कुछ कंट्रोवर्शियल बोल दूं क्या.
बोली दो आज
This
बोली
is
दो.
controversial observation, okay?
Yes.
And nothing against anyone, because obviously I don't know these people personally. But Jess Jonathan was a go-to bowler for Megland,
Yes.
and when Aliza Healy came, that basically changed. Sophie Molyneux started getting more chances, and Georgia Wareham became the go-to bowler with mixture of Alana King, Ashley Gardner,
Yes.
and all that. So I think that Jess Jonathan kind of wasn't there in Aliza Healy's scheme of things, and which is fine. I thought they played on the age, probably they wanted to groom someone. Sophie Molyneux could be younger, could be not younger. I'm not 100% sure of her age, but I do think that Jess Jonathan and Aliza Healy was not aligned. And that happens, guys, because it's very easy for us to say, oh, why is so and so not playing? But I think as a captain and coach, if you're seeing a certain player as your match winner,
Mm.
and when you're playing a lot of all rounders, I think you start going with a particular all rounder. That was Annabelle Sutherland again. Though they are not like for like, Jess Jonathan and Annabelle Sutherland, but I think in Healy's scheme of things, she wanted a pace bowling all rounder in Annabelle Sutherland more than a Jess Jonathan.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, Shumit Sharma saying Velvet Vanilla Latte will try for sure. Okay. Okay, Tunisia saying I saw Willow Talk cricket podcast where they were
They were
previewing
pushing.
Women World Cup. After watching that, Elisa Haley looked overconfident. Lisa Stalker was also there. Okay.
Okay, so here's the thing with Alisa Healy. The way she speaks, it seems like she knows everything in this world and she's trying to put that act on, but it's a part of her personality, is what I've realized. You know, the fun that she has with teammates and the way she speaks, she comes off as someone who's overconfident, but I think, and Australians have that about them, no?
Yeah.
Pat Cummins saying, one will be Australia, rest we don't care, we like silencing the home crowd. The problem is, Tunisha, we can't challenge it until and unless we keep defeating them on a regular basis, and not in bilaterals, but in major ICC titles, both men and
Yes.
women.
Absolutely. Ojasi Thapa saying I have a feeling that it will be Haley's last World Cup. Thought. Absolutely. It will
Absolutely.
be. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because I think Healy herself has said, I think she was asked about Olympics, and she said,
Mm.
I cannot be joking with myself. I can't be playing till Olympics. So, yeah.
Yes. Okay, Prince of World saying, yes, I told right in his own. Northern Superchargers one. Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. Sportsman asking, what did you make Chloe Tryon? Why she is picked in franchise despite no performances?
The same reason she's picked in South Africa despite no performances. Have you
Yes.
ever heard anybody saying, "Oh, Chloe Tran is going to win us the match. She's there." Nobody says that, no. But having said that, had Chloe Tran appealed and got that Nicola Carey wicket as well, you and I would have been eating up our
Yes.
statements, because those two wickets
Yes.
would have completely changed the match. Litchfield first and then Nicola Carey, and that too both in the same over. Chloe Tran. So yeah, I think people see, I think Chloe Tran's biggest advantage, is what? That she is a all-rounder. This is why
Yes.
any kid watching should actually aspire to be an all-rounder, to be very honest. Because all-rounders get that tad bit advantage, because you
Mm.
keep feeling
And
that
good
when
fielder
she
also.
cannot throw the bat, she's a very good fielder, yes.
Mm.
But you also know that you can, use her as a filler in the bowling. You can use her as a filler in the batting. So that way, I think she's that floater filler kind of a player.
Yes. And even if you can remember in the Tri Series also, she came up with some surprising performances in one or
Yes,
two games.
absolutely.
I think that played a part
See, Chloe
in
cannot win
selection.
you a game single handedly on her own, but she'll play those supporting roles, which then are such that you can't drop her from the team either.
Exactly. Tryon has two WPL titles with Mumbai Indians. I think no one
Doesn't
can
play that matter.
hardly. Yeah. So you can understand. Okay. Okay. Is Alice Capsy part of World Cup squad?
Yeah,
Yes. Alice
yeah,
Capsy is a part of
absolutely.
World Cup squad. Mm, Ujasith Thapa saying, isn't Australia clear favorite for World Cup? For every World Cup, they are one of the favorites. So
Let me tell you something. If Australia is part of a tournament, we are
yes,
clear favorites.
exactly.
And if you have to refer back, then just look at today's match. All the performance have come mainly from Australians. Apart from, say, a Kate Cross, I think it's wholly Australian.
Yes. Okay, Tunis are asking, will Georgia Wall open in World Cup?
Yeah, I think Wall and Healy.
Wall and Healy, yes.
Oh, you think Mooney and Healy? Is it?
Yeah, I think, but
Mooney
then
can
I think
stay
it will
down
be
there.
hard
Wall
to
cannot.
yes, because if you go with that opening pair of Mooney and Healy, then it is very difficult to include Georgia Wall in your mix up in the playing eleven. That is
Correct.
also so that is
Correct.
also an issue. But if you really want to play Georgia Wall to get that attacking start or maybe one two over of spin here and there, I think then only one position that you can use her
I
in
think
the at the start.
the second line is extremely important. The
Mm.
spin.
Yes, I think I think only way you can use her as an opener. Yes. Okay. Prince of World, is it best captaincy for Armitage or players mindset?
Player's mindset.
Yes. I think they picked their form at the right stage of this
Yeah,
tournament.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Yes, Prince of World. Northern Superchargers took their 2023 revenge. Yes,
No, the
absolutely. They did.
Ojashri Thapa has written, wish we could have what Australians do in knockout matches 19 November
Okay,
still
okay.
hurts. It
Yes,
does.
still
It
hard.
does.
Yes.
19th November hurts. 2017 final hurts.
17.
There are a lot of hurts, but well, क्या कर
Yes.
सकते हैं?
Okay. There earlier, Ojasvi Thapa commented that I think Meg Lanning as a captain is one of the best in women's cricket, not women's, irrespective of men's and women's. Yes. I like her so much, cool as cucumber and class apart as a player. Yes. Irrespective of men's and women, she is the best. So, so don't think you accept from now.
Yeah, I mean, I think she has toppled the Ricky Ponting team as well. So, with the number of trophies that she has won, so we can easily say that yes, she's the best.
Yes, she is the best. Okay, sportsman with a comment apart from Devina Perin who have chances to be picked in next WPL auction based on 100. Hmm.
I think Tilly, hmm,
I think Maddie Villiers has a chance.
Maddie Villiers, yes,
Hmm.
yes, as a
Maddie
finisher.
Villiers has a chance. Ah, I don't know, someone like, who knows? As a there also you can say Nicola Carey coming as a replacement. You never know.
As a replacement,
Experience.
yes, but I don't
Yes.
think anybody will look at her as in the first 11. I don't think so.
Mhm.
I think Charlie Knott also has a
Charlie not,
chance.
yes. Yes,
Yeah.
exciting news. That's it. I think nothing
Hmm.
more than that. Okay. Okay, Prince of World. Trishadi, if Harman retires from international, which player am I took after as a captain? I want Indian players to lead their respective teams. Okay, for
This,
Mumbai.
but this though, oh, Nita Ambani and the team will decide. Prince, you will not decide, no. But there are two things about this. One is just because she's not leading the Indian team, does not mean that she cannot lead the MI team. Currently, among the MI players, I don't think they have somebody who can replace Herman as the captain. Indian players, and
Indian
we
players,
say
yes.
only Indian players.
Exactly.
In the Indian
They are
players,
full of captains. If
yeah,
you
they're full
consider
of
international level.
yeah.
Yes.
I do think there's a chance that maybe Amelia Kerr could be leading the side. You never know.
Yes. There's a chance. Okay, Tunisha saying most of Australia women cricketers are either hockey player or rugby player. On the other hand, Indian women cricketer, eh, okay, okay,
So here's my thing, Tunisha. I don't think you should get into this whether somebody is making reels or not. In fact, I was having a chat about this with my mother that there is a lot of talk about people who are active in social media, who are not active in social media. The thing is, it's not like Shriyanka is doing the reels or making the reels with skipping her practice sessions. She's doing her practice sessions, she's doing her training, she is doing whatever she's doing, and after that or before that, she is doing the reels. Now, if I'm reading after and before what my job is, what is the problem?
exactly.
Understand that way, and they need that space. Everybody needs that space, to be very honest. And that is something I have realized, over the years, because I am a workaholic, and after a few years I've realized that you cannot go on like that. You need breaks in
Mm.
between where you do something which is not your work. So if somebody thinks playing hockey is that fantastic, if somebody thinks making reels is that, just let's just be supportive. I don't think Shriyanka is injured because she was making reels, right? She got injured in a match. The question
Yes,
is, why hasn't she come back yet? Now, where was the problem? What is happening in the rehab part? Why is the injury recurring? There are a lot of questions, but has got not got nothing to do with reels. Now, what you're saying about Australian and England players, sorry, this is going to be a longish answer, is correct in a way, but in a very different way. Fitness is part of Australia and England and different other countries' syllabus in itself. Like for example, you go to a country like Australia, you go to a country like UK, you will see people are running all the time. They walk to places. To places we won't walk. We would take a rickshaw, a auto rickshaw, a toto, or a cab, etc. They don't. They walk. They run. In France, we used to sit and work, and Rohan and I used to get so irritated. We're like, why are people running all the time? They are running. They have their watches on. They are running. They sleep on time. The fitness culture is there. We don't have a fitness culture. Listen to Milind Soman on that. He has said now the culture is coming up. I would say it's coming up, but also for very few people.
Yes.
Our priorities are very different. It's not easy until and unless you are playing sport at that level. Think of this,
Hmm.
Tunisha, and I'm not joking. I don't think Snehashish or I actually have the time to go to the gym, or Snehashish and I have the time to run. It might seem like, oh, in 24 hours you guys don't have the time. We genuinely don't have the time. But in their case, because fitness is so much in the culture, it comes along. And fitness
Hmm.
is then what becomes a huge problem for us Indians at a higher level. That's all.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, regarding that, Prince of World has commented that if players are active on social media, it doesn't mean they are not focused. You don't know the hard work, the sacrifices. Tunisia before you. Okay, yeah, I think that is what meaning. Okay, okay, let's move to different comments.
Yeah.
Uh, Sumit Sharma saying, Trishadi, कुछ और कंट्रोवर्शियल बता दो प्लीज इंडियन क्रिकेट से बट
तो
इंडियन
भाई
क्रिकेट से नहीं
इस पे हमारा
एक
चैनल
क्वेश्चन
बंद
है
है।
टुन्नी साकाई उसमें थोड़ा कंट्रोवर्शियल बोल सकता है त्रिशादी तो मैं वो क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ व्हाई डिड मेगलानिंग रिटायर सो अर्ली एज शी कुड हैव won more world cup.
To be very honest, I don't have a proper answer to it, and especially because if she retired from cricket because of mental health, why is she playing franchisee cricket? uh, was she only having mental health issue only when only when it came to
International
international
cricket.
cricket? And how somebody who has won so many World Cups, who has led the team to so many World Cups, can have that mental health issue is a little difficult to understand. She's not even out of form, so I understand what you're asking, and I think it's extremely fishy. But that at least tells you one thing, that it's not only in us Indians who don't know how to handle legends. It seems like no country knows how to handle their legends properly.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, Sarfaraj Sheikh has come up with an IPL update that
No, before
there
that,
are
I
some
thought
reports.
Ojasvi Thapa. Hold on a second. Let me take a controversial question. Sorry,
Okay,
Sarfaraz, we'll come to your question. First,
yes.
let us finish the questions we have. Ojashvi Thapa said, am I the only one who thinks Smriti performs only in bilaterals and never on important matches? Um, in ICC knockouts, she hasn't performed yet. So she has that one box to tick, of course. Um, yes, in bilateral she's more consistent than in knockout matches. I agree with you, Ojasvi, but it's not because of lack of skill. I just
Hmm.
think at times she gets desperate to prove that she can perform and she gets out, which is something that she has to get into. I mean,
Yes.
she has to look into before this World Cup, because we would need her if we have to win the World Cup. स्पोर्ट्स फैन ऐसे ही एक सवाल है आफ्टर इंडिया वर्ल्ड कप स्क्वाड announcement everyone was satisfied and didn't question NCA much for Pooja's exclusion. Don't we need her now? NCA is not to be blamed. Pooja recently had a surgery. तो अभी NCA क्या ही करेगा?
Hmm.
She got a surgery, so that's why I think it will take more time for her to come back. I
Yes.
We did not question because we were 100% sure that she was not going to be part of the squad actually. ओके सरफराज जी
Yes.
शांत हो
Okay.
जाइए, आपके सवाल
Hmm.
का हम जवाब देते हैं. Breaking news: RCB is interested in getting Rahul Dravid into the setup for the 2026 season. लाओ भाई लाओ, लाओ. मैं तो बहुत खुश हूँ. राहुल द्रविड़ आ जाएंगे तो मैं बहुत खुश हो जाऊंगी, because Rahul Dravid and Virat Kohli have that sync. Someone like Rahul
Yes.
Dravid knows the whole Karnataka scenario, how
Yes.
pitches work in
Bangalore's boy.
M Chinnaswamy, how Bangalore sentiments work. So yeah, get him in. बस वो मेरे हाथ में नहीं है,
Okay.
तो मुझे नहीं पता.
Yes. Okay, Prince was saying, I don't think Dipti will lead UP Warriors next year WPL. Which player you would like to see lead UP Warriors? Only Indian player or can say foreign player also?
But Deepthi तो इस बार lead की because Healy was injured. So Deepthi anyway is
Yes.
not the captain. So the question only is
Yes.
not coming na, because
Hmm.
Prince of World, if Healy comes back, I do think that UP Warriors high chances are going to retain Healy, and if that happens, then she's the one who's captaining anyway.
Absolutely. Shumit Sharma has come up with a cheeky comment. UP Warriors is the Punjab Kings of WPL.
But Punjab Kings इस बार final तक गया था हाँ भाई.
Yes. अभी अभी पंजाब किंग्स अभी 1-2 साल के लिए सॉर्टेड है, आईआर है उनके पास. ठीक है. ओके. चलो, पवन शुड इज कमेंटिंग, कैन इंडिया वुमेन विन द वर्ल्ड कप? सीधा सवाल.
Yeah, yeah.
इतना एनालिसिस का जरूरत नहीं है, सीधा सवाल.
और सीधा जवाब yes, of course.
यस. Okay. Ojasi Thapa saying, I believe big matches need great temperament than great skills,
Correct.
maximum time. That is what Indian women team lacks. Absolutely.
Correct. 200%. See, this is why I'm saying from the beginning Indian women's team, skill wise, can they win the World Cup? Yes. Temperament wise, can they hold the temperament in the important situations, the massive situations
That will
where the
matter.
games can turn? I don't know. Because in the T20 I series against England, the two matches that we lost, we were going to
Mhm.
win both the matches, but we messed up in crunch situations, and that is my problem, that in the crunch situation we cannot mix up. And the other part is Harman is always present there in crunch situations, but somehow she has not been able to pull it through. She needs
Mhm.
that support, she needs to talk to other teammates and probably say stay there, मैं करती हूँ ना. उनका भी एक गलती हुआ था against Australia, if I am not wrong. She took that single and gave it to Pooja or Shriyanka, I can't remember. तो अंडर प्रेशर वो चीजें बहुत साफ सोचना होता है. Can Indian women's team do that? If they can, then this World Cup is ours.
Yes. Okay, Pavan Shwes, will you cover the Women's World Cup from on ground? Yes, Pavan. We will
Just
cover
that we
that.
will not be allowed on the pitch. पिच के बाहर से.
Yes.
Sorry Bhavani, just बहुत गंदा जोक क्रैक किया, but yeah, we will be at the ground. In fact, we will be there um,
Warm
from
up
the
matches.
matches. और अभी कोशिश ये है कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया सीरीज भी की हम लोग कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि we can reach on ground. बहुत कुछ चल रहा है.
Yes. Okay, Tunisa asking, looks like Ellis Perry's form is faded. Don't worry, she will do good in the World Cup.
See, the thing is, I will go back to what Ojashvi just said. You know, uh, the difference between Indian players and Australian players become is plain. You know, is plainly visible here. You're absolutely correct. Perry has been in a jaded form, absolutely. But when it comes to rising to the occasion, you will see Perry has risen to the occasion, and
Mhm.
someone in the Indian team who is in absolute pink form of their life will there are high chances might fumble under pressure. That is where the World Cup difference is. You know, if somebody tells me that there is a huge gap in skills, I'm not going to take it. But if people tell me that there is huge gaps in mindset, I will take it because dikha hai. Abhi,
Mhm.
if it has changed, I would be glad.
Yes. Another comment from Tumni is Rugby Beast looked promising player in Australia A series. Absolutely. I think
Yeah,
she is
I
one of
think
the.
Ravi played
Yeah.
very well. I think she
I
played
think
very well.
especially those 50s in the Test match. I think that was very
Yes,
special.
yes,
Mm.
absolutely.
Yes. Okay. Sumit Sharma asking, in men's cricket, if results are not good, someone gets sacked. Will this happen in Women's World Cup this time? Yes. If results are not good, I think a meeting should happen and a hard decision should be taken. But personally, if you ask me, I don't see that happening before 2026 T20 World Cup. I think after that, anything can happen.
Yeah, I think it should have happened after the previous T20 World Cup. It didn't
Yes.
happen, so get the silence from me because I don't know. I'm kind of not sure that if we don't do well, how exactly will it affect the team? Not
Yes.
100%
Oh,
sure.
yes. Okay. Last comment from Pawan Suresh. Then we'll wrap up the show. Loving your coverage. Thank you, Pawan.
Thank you so
Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you.
Yes, I think this is the
Okay,
best way you
give
can
you
wrap
three
up the
more
show.
minutes. Anybody? Because it's going to be 45. We'll continue
Yeah.
till 50. Within that, if you guys have any questions, quickly come up with it. क्योंकि बाद में
Yes.
मेरे को मैसेज मत करना, मेरा एक सवाल था छूट गया. ये छूट
Oh,
गया
you
क्या
get this kind of
है?
message also? You get this
I
kind of
keep
message?
getting such messages in Twitter. आप लोग 5 मिनट और लाइव कर लेते, मैं सवाल टाइप कर रहा था, छूट गया. छूट गया भाई, पूछ लो. इसलिए मैंने बोला पूछ लो.
Even today, I saw that someone wrote in Twitter that is this Snehashish.
Yeah.
I am sorry. I'm not recognizing who is he or she, but okay. But thank you.
Okay. I'll tell you another story, right? Uh, I can give you so many stories from England, from Chennai. You have to listen to this story. I'm standing in, I finished the show.
Yeah.
I did it from the parking lot, right? So I'm running from the parking lot towards inside the hospital.
Mhm.
Um, so suddenly there is somebody and I'm running because I was getting late and all that. Somebody is like, Trisha, I turn and there is this woman who says, Rep Sports Trisha. I was like, yes. You were just doing the show. You are here. Oh my god. I was like, calm down. I was outside only. Then the woman is like, yes, I know. I heard you are just standing in the parking lot. I was searching for you. Then I met you here. I wanted to meet you. Big fan. This. That. I was like, wow. This is maybe not the best place, but sure. It's
Yes. Okay. Some comments have come. Tunisha asking, can Pakistan women upset India in Sri Lanka? I think it will be difficult. Very difficult.
because Pakistan, Tunisia, the problem is Pakistan does not have um, the batting lineup. They have spinners, so they might bother us. Now, say for example, we bat badly, ऐसा मान लेते हैं और 130-40 पे भी आउट हो जाते हैं ना. प्रॉब्लम ये है कि 130-40 करने वाले वहां पे बहुत कम चांसेस है.
Mhm.
That's why it's kind of not possible, to for them to upset us in ODIs. In T20Is,
Yes.
that doesn't work because in T20Is, one person scoring 40
Yes.
and then the
Anything can
whole match
happen.
can turn.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Mhm. Okay, sports fan saying Pakistan women have revamped their squad completely, I think.
They needed to.
Yeah, but if you can see their performance in the recent Ireland series, you can see Ireland women did exceptionally well against them. I think that must be worrying for them. Okay. Uh, okay, Shumit Sharma asking. Okay, Shumit Sharma has a very controversial question, Trisha.
What?
आप किसको सैक करोगे? ज्यादा कंट्रोवर्शियल नहीं हो तो प्लीज बोल दो.
मैं सैक तो ऐसे किसी को नहीं करूंगी,
सैक
बट
नहीं,
मैं
हाँ.
भी चेंज करूंगी.
चेंज. या.
मैं देखिए, सैक करना is not a word that I like. But if I had to, I would change the leadership hands. Leadership hands does not mean that I would have kept Harmanpreet out of the leadership group. Absolutely not. She's very much a part of the leadership group, but not the captain, probably.
Okay, Shumit Sharma again asking, whenever a new coach or captain comes, he backs and brings his players. In India women's cricket team, do you see it happen? Oh,
Um,
bhai.
no. See, I think यहाँ पे ना थोड़ा सा you have to understand that when somebody backs someone, it's not just his player or her player. It is also about the
Yeah.
fact that मुझे कितना ट्रस्ट है उस प्लेयर पे. तो अगर मैं स्नेहाशीष को बैक कर रही हूँ, ये सीधा ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट. इट इज नॉट दैट स्नेहाशीष इज माय प्लेयर. It could
Yes.
just be I have actually seen Snehashish play and I have seen Snehashish's potential. So I have scouted Snehashish and my gut feeling says that he's the match winner, which probably is not something that goes for somebody else in Snehashish's place. So I'll go with my gut feeling, right? तो वो हो जाता है. I don't think it is directly that I want to support this person and I don't want to support this person. It is more like I have more faith in X and less faith in Y because I don't know. Probably I have not seen that cricketer play. And yes, of course, it happens in every single team. So if you're asking if I've seen that happen in Indian cricket team, I think you have got your answer.
Yes. Okay. I'm smiling because Ojeshi Thapa has come up with a fantastic comment.
Oh,
Like
what?
Gigi says, we don't drop anyone. We select 11. India women also need a coach like Gigi. I just love this fact that you guys remember these quotes properly, word to word.
Yeah, so true, so
I
true.
just love this fact. Even we are working, even we forget. Frankly speaking, we need to go back
Yeah.
and check. But I just love. Yes. Okay.
And
Okay.
how
Again, a comment from my.
creative way you guys, bring in this quote and add it with that situation. Beautiful.
Yes. Okay. Is Haley released from UP Warriors? I
No, no,
no
no, no.
released. Yeah.
She was so because she was injured. They were allowed to take a player in
Yeah.
their place.
Georgia Wall came in, na, in place of her.
Mm.
Georgia Wall came in. Yeah.
Sumit is
Okay.
saying
Shubhit Sharma.
transfer GG to women's team.
Yeah. Transfer
क्यों भाई
GC.
अमन मजूमदार तुमको पसंद नहीं है?
यस अलग अलग सा हैशटैग शुरू करते हैं लोग ने अभी कि ट्रांसफर जीजी टू वुमेन्स टीम ठीक ठीक है okay guys the door has been closed
Done.
it's
Yes,
50
the door has been closed.
yes it's already 51 okay thank you guys for joining in so many comments it was lovely to chat about this final and the 100 is done and dusted ओके वन मोर कमेंट हुए से थपा से हमें जीजी नहीं पसंद है मेंस टीम में ओके ओके
अरे अच्छा तो कर रहा है.
यस
Give him some
थोड़ा
more
रेड
time.
बॉल में ठीक है रेड बॉल में हो जाएगा थोड़ा टाइम दे दो हो जाएगा
Hmm.
ठीक है ओके 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 थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग इन थैंक यू तुषारी सो द वुमेन्स
We
100
will
इज
start
डन
our
साउदर्न
World Cup build up very soon. Give us 1 or 2 days.
यस
We'll come back with World Cup build up programs. We will have SWOT analysis. We will have, key players discussions. Then, of course, comes the Australian series. In between, there will be interviews coming up for you guys. So in short, what I mean is there's so much of women's cricket content that's gonna come your way in the next 1.5 months. All I am requesting is just keep supporting us the way you guys are supporting us. And you already know Snehashish and I have tremendous energy. We can do 1 hour shows with you guys, 2 3 every day. It takes immense effort from us, but we can do that because of the support. So please keep supporting, keep watching Rev Sports. Like, share, subscribe to all 3 channels. Rev Sports Hindi, Rev Sports Bangla. As of now, for those who you haven't watched Shubhalakshmi Sharma's podcast yet, come on guys, what are you waiting for? You come and chat about women's cricket, get to know women's cricket history, get to know the pioneers of the game, get to know how WPL and women's cricket has advanced. This talks about strike rates and these talks about intent. These are very shallow Twitter talks. Get to know the actual women's cricket story. Keep watching these podcasts. Thank you, Snehashish, for joining. Thank you, guys, for joining. Good night.
यस गुड नाइट टेक केयर